just been our recipe as of late. I guess I could apologize to the fans at home. It's not the most exciting hockey, but we're piecing together wins, and it's the way we're going to win is play tight checking, and maybe that limits a little bit of the offensive upside, but we've been strong defensively and gotten some really good goaltending. So it might change as the season goes, but right now that's what's a recipe for success.
Well, and maybe they're not piling up the goals, but the timeliness of them. I mean, there's got to be something to be said about when you're finding the goals, because I think it's points at 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think third periods have been really big for us all year. Another come from behind last game, and we've just stuck with it, and games seem to be close with the way we're playing right now. Like, we're usually 1 or 2 goals is the difference for us, and like I said, we're getting big timely saves at one end and then opportunistic scoring at the other. Our PP breaks through. It's something that we needed to get going, and hopefully that's the first of many, and a couple big kills, and ultimately special teams helped win us that game.
You guys are obviously piling on points, so I'm not trying to be negative, but it would be nice to get a few more goals, I assume.
Sure. I mean, I don't really care as long as we're winning games. If you're getting points, that's all that matters in this league is climbing up the standings, and if we're comfortable winning 1-2-1 games, whatever it is, and that's what it is. But obviously, as a forward, you want to help your team produce and maybe make it a little bit easier on yourself to win some games that aren't 1-0. But you're not going to sacrifice the defensive side of the game because that's working for us. So everyone's bought into it, and nobody's ego's in the way, and we're just chugging along.
What's maybe lost in the lack of goals for is the lack of goals against. You guys are 8th in the NHL in goals against per game. Other than the obvious, the goaltending, what's led to that?
It's just the way we're playing. It's a pretty smothering system. It's tight checking, it's forwards reloading, it's D being aggressive with pinches, and the trust that we have in each other has grown as the year's gone on, and we get more and more familiar with the way we're supposed to play, and I think we for the most part limit the grade A chances, but the ones that we do let creep in, we've gotten really good goaltending. So that's kind of the recipe right now. That's why the games are so close, and I imagine that's just how it's going to be for a little while moving forward.
Like, is the messaging a little bit different when you've had a few of these comeback wins as opposed to earlier on in the season? Like last night, is it sort of we've been here, we've done that type of thing, as opposed to before? Like, how's that shifted maybe?
Yeah, I mean, the rhetoric in the room it's kind of we've been here before. We know third period's our period, and when we're within a goal or two, we feel very confident that we'll come back and win the game, and if nothing else, push it to OT and see where it goes. But there's a lot of belief in our group, and part of that's probably the way that we play the system. I think it, wears teams down over the course of the game and starts to open up a little bit of opportunity to score some goals later in games, and that's kind of when we've been getting rewarded for sticking with it.
And is it a little bit surprising?
Just to change topics, with the Darnell Nurse hit kind of fresh in everyone's mind, you got a guy like Jacob Trouba out there tomorrow night. It's an opponent you don't see very often. Do you have to go around the room and remind the young guys about an opponent that they face like him with his physical presence? Is that something that needs to be done within the dressing room, or is it just a given these days?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're not familiar with it, I think for the most part at this league or at this level, you're taking inventory who's on the ice and you're aware of what's going on out there. But there's going to be physical guys on every team that are looking to get a piece of you, and you got to be willing to one, give it back, and two, just have an understanding and awareness of where you are on the ice. And I don't think you change your game other than having that awareness, I guess. But I think most guys are familiar with the guys on each team that are looking to step up and make those hits.
What changes when you're not with 11, if anything?
Nothing for me. I think I think it's the move is calculated in the sense that you want to get a little bit of a puck retrieval, go get the puck kind of guy on every line, and it seems like we kind of have that now on all four, and hopefully it's good matches for all of our lines to have somebody kind of get in there and do that kind of the grimy work, and then let the skill come out in the other guys. And I don't think anything changes. I've played with both those guys in the past, and I feel very fortunate to be on a line with that much talent.